Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Alright.
Doing all right. Getting through that final home stretch.
Yeah. So tell me, what brings you in? What's going on?
I just dealing with that last week of school, the last two papers, and finals. I just thought it would be good to kind of talk through some of my anxiety, just so I can start off this last week on a good foot.
Okay, yeah. Well, you have 1 week left.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how has your anxiety been? Tell me how you've been feeling.
Overall, I've been pretty good. I have struggled with anxiety in the past, especially when I was in high school, so a bit of time ago. And I just now, in order to make sure, it never gets that bad again, I just try to take some preventative steps.
Okay.
And one of those, things is kind of talking through
my
anxiety, and sometimes just letting it out helps with stress.
What are some of the preventative steps? So you said talking it out.
So I am someone who's always felt anxiety, in really physical manifestations. So, if I'm anxious, I have trouble eating, trouble sleeping, and I get, a really upset stomach.
Yeah.
And so when I was in, you're good. When I was in high school, I was throwing up a lot just because I was just so anxious all the time. A lot of it was situational, family stuff.
Yeah.
But still, it was not healthy. And I was put on a low dose Lexapro to deal with anxiety, and that was helpful, but it wasn't something I wanted to continue. It was fine for just dealing with that kind of situational anxiety, but just for the standard everyday anxiety, I didn't want medication or anything like that to be something that I fell back on. So I haven't taken medication for anxiety since I was a junior in high school. So the things I do now to kind of manage stress and manage anxiety are I hike a lot.
That's good.
So out in nature, and I found hiking alone actually is more helpful, because I used to hike with my mom or whatever, and then you're just chatting, and that's fun, but it doesn't actually help with stress, if that makes sense. And when I hike alone, I'm kind of forced to process my thoughts, and my phone doesn't really work when you're hiking and whatever, so you're just kind of forced to be just nature and in your head, and just it helps me really process my thoughts, and also kind of plan for the week, and it organize my week out, and that helps too. And so I've been hiking a lot, at least once a week, and then I've been running on the treadmill at night sometimes if I had a stressful day. That just kind of helps with that physical manifestation stuff. I just find it does release endorphins or whatever. I don't know what the a medical reason is behind it. But exercise has really helped. And then certain times I'll just take a few hours of my day, and I'll be this is not meant for schoolwork or internship or work in general, and this is just my time, and I go take a book and go to Lux coffee shop and just sit and read. And I find that helps too, because it's just forcing me to not be on my phone, because I don't social media, and that does not help at all. But just sitting and having space for just myself, I find that helps too. And that's my self-care.
Well, that's great that you recognize, or what you want, and you recognize what helps you. And I think that's great that you notice that hiking by yourself has been more stress relieving when compared to hiking with somebody else or with your mom, because you can be in your mind, you're gonna be by yourself and just reflect and breathe. So that's great. Along with running, and then not a lot of people really set time for themselves. So it sounds like you have that all in order. How do you feel that your stress level is now, having those skills, and with your week coming up?
Yeah, so overall, I feel anxiety is not something I struggle as much with, but just as an adult. But right now, because it's my first semester of grad school, and then my the condo, I live with my sister in a condo, and like it's been under renovation for for this whole semester, like literally so like the week before I started school, she had a leak in one of the sprinkler systems in the kitchen, and so they had to get all the pipes replaced because it was not up to code, and then they had to wait to get approved by the city, and then they finally like fixed all the pipes, and so all the ceilings had to get like replaced, and then they were like, well, we're already doing the ceilings, let's do the walls and smooth them out and paint them. And so this whole time, like, I've not had like a clean room, like everything's covered in dust. Like, all my stuff is, like, right now on my bed. It's supposed to be done in, like, 2 days.
Yeah.
Right. Just in time for the semester to be over. But, like, all my stuff is on my bed. I have, like, a little corner, like, made out for to sleep. And it's just not been good for, like, my sleeping habits and whatnot. And it's just been, like, so stressful. I mean, we were in an Airbnb for a bit because when they were, like, fixing the ceilings, all of the power had to be off. And so, like, we couldn't, like, it was hot still, summer, and so we didn't have AC, and we also didn't have like a working kitchen. So we were in an Airbnb for a while, and I was fine. But it's just like not having like my space. I feel like has probably made this semester more stressful than it like had to be. If that makes any sense.
No, I totally hear you. I mean, you definitely need a comfortable environment and space to be able to learn. And also to be happy as well, because that all ties in with like your own personal development and your anxiety as well. Yeah. So
I think that's why all my self-care stuff has been like, get out of the house.
Outside. At least you are aware of that. Yeah. Do you? You mentioned that you barely have space in your room. Do you find a safe place, a comfortable place to do your schoolwork?
Yeah, so I've been doing it like at coffee shops a lot, or like the school library. But like, there have been times where I'm just like in my little corner on my bed right now, just for this last little bit, on my bed, and like just trying to like make it work. And it like I do feel myself like I'm anxious at home already, and so like trying to write through a paper when like my brain like is not working because I'm anxious, it's been so annoying. Yeah. And so that's when I'm like, no, you gotta get out. You gotta get out of here. And like, it doesn't matter where you go, but you can't be here. And so I'm hoping next semester that's like not something that's on my plate. Yeah. And then like the eating thing, like it's just been like my appetite this semester like just hasn't been what it was. And I think that's like pretty common for grad school. Like people are running around like headless chickens, trying to like get everything done, going to class, going to internships, and yada yada yada. But like I haven't been as good about like eating on like a regular schedule. Yeah. And like my appetite, just because I think with anxiety, like it's not as strong. And then my sister, who's a nurse, has been like on me about it constantly. Like I know she's gonna ask me what I ate today, and what did I eat today? Had a sugar cookie this morning in class because they were giving out sugar cookies in school. But like that's all I ate, and I'm already like anticipating like she's gonna get mad at me. Like and it's just like I've been trying to write papers today, and I just didn't even think.
So do you find yourself forgetting to eat more than no appetite, or both?
I think it's both. Like I think it's mostly just forgetting to eat. But I also feel like when I'm hungry, like I'll eat, and it's just I'm not feeling like the same amount of like normal like hunger and like normal like breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever schedule. Yeah. And so like I definitely have to kind of work on that. I think I'm gonna work on that over the break, trying to make sure like I'm eating healthy and eating on like more of a schedule. Just so.
And also you mentioned before your place has been under construction for so long, so you probably didn't have a working kitchen. Is that right?
We have a working kitchen now because the pipes are fixed, but like the kitchen's been kind of like, I mean the place is like covered in dust. Yeah. And so like we're like cleaning the kitchen and like, but it still feels kind of like gross, like right, like you know. And so it's just been a lot of like Postmates or like picking up poke bowls and like, hey, I cannot afford that. I am like grad school girl, cannot afford poke bowls on a regular basis, but like it's just been such a pain like trying to cook. And I've gone to my parents' house because they live 15 minutes away, and I've gone there to like cook and like every now and then to like do homework and stuff. But my little sister's there, so it's not really an effective homework place. But it is an effective like get out of the house. You know, if I want to cook or vent or whatever to my mom.
So it sounds like you have your family who is supportive in
a really strong support system. Even I give my sister a bunch of shit, but like you know, like because she cares that she's concerned about my eating, and I understand that. Like you know, I have lost like a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of weight this semester, and I feel like she's so ultra. We're so close. Yeah. Like we live together, we do everything together. I think she's ultra aware of like my eating, my body. Like she's very aware of me, and so. Like me losing a little bit of weight, like I know she noticed. Yeah. And so. Do you so you seem like a very busy young lady, and you have a lot on your mind, and you're on the go, especially being a student and having your internship. Have you thought about possibly just picking up a juice or making juice or some smoothies, quick protein bars that will give you all the nutrients you need? So I've done protein bars, but I didn't think about like protein shakes or smoothies before. That's actually really smart. Yeah, because that'd be like a good like I could probably make a bunch and then like definitely look into that because you can juice, you can make like the different smoothies and just so you can get all your nutrients that you need. And then it could also definitely help you with your anxiety and stress. You know, you gotta take care of your body first. Right. In order to do the other things that you need to do. Right. So yeah, no, I think that's really smart. Yeah, I should definitely try that. The smoothies and things. It'd be like a good, especially for next semester because I'm gonna be busy again after the break and whatnot. Like it'll be good to like have like a plan in place so that like even if I am busy, I am like still getting that food in. And you're so close to being done. You got your feet wet. You're almost done with your first semester. You know how, like, you got the feel of grad school. Do you feel prepared for next semester? Yeah, I really do. Like, I mean, I know I'm like talking about anxiety stress, but overall, I feel like I've, you know, it's not been that bad, and like I've been able to manage it for the most part, and I like this whole like living situation is going to be resolved, and then by they said Friday, we'll see. Yeah. But by Friday should be resolved, and so like everything's going to be good, and I think next semester like having like you know my room and like that like little haven I think will be really helpful. That's good. And like having like a clean working kitchen like. I'll probably get more into cooking, and if I get more into cooking, then like maybe some of the eating stuff will go away. It's not like I want to not eat. It's never like intentional. Like I just you know, it's not like an eating disorder or anything like that. It really is just like you know, I'm somebody who really does like feel stress in their body, and so I just have to you know be mindful of my anxiety levels and my stress levels. And so it definitely sounds like you understand yourself, and you've been dealing with this for quite some time now. And you have 1 week left. Do you feel that you're ready to take on this next week? I am, but I appreciate talking it out with you because it's always helpful to kind of verbalize, you know, what's going on in my mind. And yeah, I think I'll be ready for next week. Awesome. That's good. Well, congratulations. All right.